I'm not usually one to lose my words, but her tears are unexpected and catch me off guard. 12 of us, mostly strangers, sit in a circle at a meetup I host for those seeking more from adulthood. I ease them in with name tags, couches and armchairs, low volume Tracy Chapman, mugs of hot chocolate, and ceiling twinkle lights. Because I repeatedly witness the benefits of vulnerability and getting others to me too, I drop in stories of how hard it is to make friends as an adult, my non-relationship with my mother, and that I was fired. Share whatever you feel comfortable sharing, I encourage before listing off suggestions. If what you do isn't what you want to do, even if you don't know what you want to do, let us know. After the 9th, my name is, we expectantly shift gazes to the 10th. A woman who appears as if she fell out of a J. Crew catalog. Hair frames her face in a way that you know she goes to a salon with cucumber water. Her name tag has an easy name. Cucumber water obviously has the perfect life. I wonder why she's on my IKEA couch. Her eyes begin to glisten. Listening to all of you, my heart beat faster and faster as we got closer to my turn. I hate talking about myself. She dabs her cheeks and stares at her tissue clutching hands. And I don't know what I want to do. I've had to learn empathy. Talk about myself? How much time do I get? What do I do? What don't I do? It was perplexing that what so enlivens me can be a struggle. But after the 5th, 15th, 50th blank, sometimes horrified stare, I realize what do you want to do can be a raw question, and that I should see if I could serve instead of judge. I remind myself, answering wasn't always enlivening. My eyes also once glistened. Age 10. Giddy for trick-or-treating, I beam at the bottom of my friend's stairs in a half-man, half-woman costume mom had sewn. My female face has bright red lips and blue eyeshadow. My male face, a mustache. Neither mom nor I know how to apply makeup, so I look more clown-like than ladylike. It's exactly what I had envisioned. Nice costume. Maureen and her new friends from her new school mean giggle from the top of the stairs. For the first time, I self-loathe. Stupid mom and her stupid fabric drawer. Stupid me and my stupid creativity. Stay safe, stay in the shadows, strive for sameness. Ignore any bubbling of, ooh, this might be fun to try. Trying leads to ridicule. Speaking up makes you a target. Eyes down, head down, volume down. 3rd grade until undergrad, my mute button was pressed. At Boston College, where 4 out of 5 were white, Irish, Catholic, and rich, none of which I fit, my contrasts, what had been daggers in my ability to self-love, became reasons people encircled me at a party. Slowly, I saw that sticking out was not something to fear, but something to treasure, which is why I met one of my lowest life moments, getting fired, with calm. I didn't know how I'd emerge, but I knew I would emerge. I was the type of someone who emerged. A fulfilling and fulfilled life starts with knowing yourself. Yet just imagining alternatives can be panic-inducing. It's a torturous gray area of wanting a change but not being able to articulate the change. This is not allowed. You must be able to bullet point your passions and dreams. If you stutter, there's something wrong with you and you should feel bad about yourself and that you're the only person who can answer, what do you want to do? How do you know yourself? Especially if you've been MIA. Selfishness and lists. Hold unapologetic space for yourself. Get good at saying no. Put me time in your calendar and use it to create lists in an absurdly adorable notebook, preferably with stickers. Perhaps you can identify what lies atop your ladder, but you can identify life qualities that bring joy and alternatively, angst. You can identify your ladder rungs. List A, every job you've had. List B, your superpowers, what you're naturally good at, what people ask you for help with, what others admire in you. List C, things you like doing and things you don't like doing. List D, sources of pride. List E, sources of envy. List F, sources of regret. List G, life's traits if life looked exactly how you wanted it to look. List HIJKLMNOP, you get the idea. We're often so busy being busy, and we often so devalue ourselves that we don't take time to reflect, to celebrate, to revise. Ignore the negative whispers. Being able to bake a to-die-for souffle is not a superpower. Why'd you write you enjoy organizing your bookshelves by color? Playing board games with strangers on your couch can't be a job, stupid. Shh. I am pissed that I was doused in shame for being myself, that I felt I did something wrong, that from day one to day right now, I've had to undo the actions of others. I am pissed and sad. Sad for the girl who plummeted from radiating a half mustache to wishing invisibility. Sad for the cucumber water woman with glistening eyes. But sitting in pissed and sad gets you nowhere but sitting in pissed and sad. The best revenge, the best solution, know yourself. You might just turn getting fired into 17 years of blissful self-employment. Being asked to be a TEDx speaker, the opening speaker for Gary Vaynerchuk, if you'd like Cliff Bar to be a corporate sponsor, all expense paid trips to New York, Palm Springs, Rwanda, spotlights in the New York Times and Forbes, thank you, you changed my life notes, cupcakes, jars of homemade jam, a Louisiana boy you met at one of your own events who becomes your best friend husband, people who trust you enough to get in an unmarked van of strangers without their phones to go somewhere to do something. Now, when people tear up on my couch or in my Zoom, I try to suss out where they are in their journey. Whatever the answer, having tasted how world opening and soul filling knowing myself has been, my beauty and my ugly, I strive to at least get people to the edge of the me time cliff. When ready, they'll jump. And if desired, I'm here to nudge. This isn't a recipe for nirvana. You'll second guess, fail, cry, worth it, worth it, worth it. It's liberating to subscribe to what's traditional, normal, expected isn't necessarily what's right, and that there's much potential joy to pocket if you choose to play rather than spectate. I wake up each day uncertain what'll leap into my lap, yet certain I can leave behind that which doesn't empower. I wake up each day the owner of my life. And while she needs to work on sitting at the computer for too long and portion size and myself is a pretty fabulous person to know.